y'all there?
Check, check, mic. Check the mic. Check.
Does it make that sound?
Check the mic. Is it working? Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Allie. If you're not new here, I'm Allie. And today, I want to talk about goals. It's not the most exciting topic, but you know what? I have them, so we're going to talk about it. You will have to excuse me because I have been having an amazing life lately, and I'm just so excited. Last week, I went camping by myself to Flagstaff, Arizona, and had a very, very, very relaxing time. And I used to live in Flagstaff, as some of you may know, for a few months, not too long. It was like 6 months or so. And I adored that town. I loved it. So I spent some time there. So I'm very, very relaxed. Oh, by the way, do you guys have your coffee and tea? I have my coffee as usual. And I'm like almost hugging it, aren't I? All right. And then also I'm very excited because I have huge changes coming up in my life. So not ready to share that yet, but I do have some big changes coming. I'm not sure when I'll change, when I will talk about that. But let's talk about goals first. Let's talk about my goals first. And your goals and my goals and your goals. Oh, it's warm. It's warm, hot, warm. All right, let's open my notebook here. What was my notes? Where's my notes? Okay, it's been 3 months. 3 months, May 4th. I have my notes up here too. Yeah, May 4th. I started my year of extreme goals. Now, I started a little bit earlier than that because I had to film some stuff. And so I started my goals before that. But it's been about 3.5 months or so that I started my 9 extreme goals. And I call them extreme because, frankly, it's not easy starting over at 53 years old. I know it has been a struggle. It really has. One of my goals, well, 3 of my goals have to do with fitness and health. And oh gosh, I'm going through perimenopause, guys. And I want to eat, and then I don't want to eat. And then I also, I want to get fit, and my body's just going, it's laughing at me at times. So but that was my last video. If you want to watch it, I talk a little bit about, resistance training and endurance workouts, and well, not too much of that. I kickbox a little bit, but I walk with a weighted vest, and it's been really helping out. I had a brain fart right now. But anyway, go and watch the last video if you want to learn about the last 3 goals that I created for myself. Now I have 9. So we're going to talk about the first 6 today. Okay, I admit, this shit's been hard, guys. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm older and I'm just more stubborn, or I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I'm tired faster. I don't know. I don't want to work sometimes because I'm 53. This is not where I wanted my life to be, but it is. So I go ahead and just keep pushing forward. Right here, somewhere over here, I'm putting my 9 goals. So as I just said, we're not talking about the last 3 today. We're going to talk about the first 6. Made some progress on some of these, and some of them not so much. But I have to keep telling myself it's only been 3 months. I was hoping for some of them I would be further along, to tell you the truth. So 9 goals. Are they over here? No, they're over here, right? They're over here. 9 goals. My 9 goals. Did you guys create any goals? Did you subscribe to my Monday motivations? I know some of you have. So thank you guys for subscribing to my Monday motivations series. Every Monday, you get a new email that talks about motivation and keeping you motivated to continue chasing your goals, continue being the best person that you can be, and always just improving yourself, improving upon yourself, and not giving up. I even fill out the forms, like I fill out in my online journal some of the answers that I tell you guys to reply to. So thank you if you guys are replying to the emails, and I will get back to you always. Yeah. So all the links will be down below. Let's talk about goals. All right. So they're right here again. Number one is hold boundaries. Now, let me give you some reference. And this does also, it has to do with number two as well. So holding boundaries. I'm going to stop talking about this soon because I'm beating a dead horse at this point. It feels like sometimes, and I need to get over it. But this is why I am where I am today, is because I was in a very toxic relationship, you guys, for a few years. Last year in June of 2024. See, when you get older, you forget what year it is. 2024. We broke up, and I made a vow to myself to never talk to him again. Yes. And guess what? I have held that vow. Now, that's one boundary that I've held with him. And that's like the biggest boundary, right? I just cut him out. But I looked up, how do you know, okay, that you've healed from a toxic relationship? It says here that you have a shift in your emotional state, in your patterns. That was not what I saw earlier. What I saw earlier was something that made me feel really good. And I realized that I was over this toxic relationship and that I was really starting to heal. And that was, I no longer have anger towards him. I no longer feel hatred. I'm and I don't feel good or bad about the whole situation. I'm just moving on. And it's very liberating. Oh gosh, it feels so good. So I know that I'm over the toxic relationship. So I'm over him. I'm over this whole issue. So what happens next? How is this healing process occurring? This is when boundaries come in. This has been something that, I'm not going to lie, guys, it's been a very, very difficult thing in my life to follow through with. And part of it is actually creating boundaries where I go, what do I need to not let somebody else step all over or cross or violate? So I've created my own personal boundaries. I don't know if I will ever discuss them with you guys, but I do have a few. If you do subscribe to my Monday motivations, I give you an insight into my 9 goals, and I break them down as SMART goals. And I have a list of them, and number 1, well, line 4, but number 1 says hold my boundaries. So it says, so I define it. Literally it says, in June of 2024, I had a horrible breakup with a toxic man I led into my life for 4 years. During that time, I didn't hold on to my values. And over time, I lost a lot, including my financial stability. My goal is to gain that back. Not just the financial stability, but my independence, my values. I want to hold my values. So I did some research in the very beginning, and it says here, this is my SMART goal. It's really hard to measure this, guys. You have to meet new people. That's the thing. You have to meet new people. And I have been. I have been meeting new people. The one big thing that I always struggled with, and I still do a little bit, but I think it's coming with age as well, is I never stood up for myself. I never pushed back. And I've started to practice that, of all places, work. When I have a coworker that maybe says or does something that I don't like, I actually have pushed back. And depending on the person, you'll get some feedback or you won't. It varies. but I've had very, very good results with that. It empowers me. And so now I'm starting to push back with maybe more personal relationships. Nothing harsh, but just trying to open communication and not letting anybody, quote unquote, walk all over me. And how do you know if somebody's walking all over you? Because sometimes I'm a little more docile. That's, you'll know because, well, I'll know. This is what's been going on in my head, guys. This is what's been going on in my head is you'll know because you feel anger or resentment towards that person. And I rarely feel that these days. I let stuff go. If I don't stick up for myself, shame on me. I should be sticking up for myself. So I'm realizing that I'm holding my values, and rather, I'm holding my boundaries, and they're based on my values, which I have a video about that as well. Because you can't have boundaries without knowing what you value in the first place, right? And that's number 2. So here's my goals again. There. Number 2 is to surround myself with people that respect my boundaries. And I'm starting to do that. And you guys, it feels so, I almost do an F-bomb out there. It feels so freaking good. It feels so freaking good. Yes. So that actually is still to be decided. I have some good friends that they understand boundaries, they understand mine, and we have communication. And it's just, oh gosh, it feels good to have people in my life that I feel like they care. They care about my values and I care about theirs. And it's just, it's, it makes me happy. It makes me happy. I guess that's it. Number 3, I was supposed to save $6,000 for a car. I made the $6,000, guys. I made it to that goal in 3 months. Actually, I started saving back in November. So I don't know if you consider that cheating or not. I think when I started the goals in May, I had already had maybe about $1,300 or $1,500 saved. So in the last 3 months, I've finished saving for that. The problem is I have financial issues tied up with the ex-boyfriend, and hopefully in the next couple of months, those will be gone. And then I can get the car. So I'm ready. I just need to pounce. So I got that goal done. I got it done. I don't have the car, but the goal was to save $6,000. So I'm going to keep saving. I'm still. It's not like I'm going to stop saving now. I'm going to keep going because I do need a savings, right? You need a savings. You need, what is it, 3, 6 months, a year, depending on who you are. You want to save more, go for it. If you don't. I don't know. But I'm going to save as much as I can. Are you following along? We're on number 4. That's just save for my future. I don't know why I even put that on there because I think what it was is I wanted to earn money so that I can start saving. I started with saving $50 a month, just to do something like just start somewhere, and I've been inching that up over the last few months. So and you don't miss it. Like it just goes through automatically out of your checking account, or out of your paycheck if you work somewhere that you put into like a 401k or something like that. I have an IRA, and I'm not a financial person, so that's all that's going to be said about that. Hold on. So number 5, I'm still working on. It's move out of my mom's house. So that one is it. I have this. I have well. I need more money. I need to earn more money, and this is where it gets really difficult. I have not made more money. Oh, I'll have to show you guys, but I just haven't. I've been able to save. Maybe that will make up for not earning more money later on. I don't know. But this is the hardest goal I've ever done. You guys, I'm horrific at making money. I don't get it. Like, give me some hints. Like, you guys, if you guys are entrepreneurs, business owners, or you've made a good amount of money, you don't have to go into like personal details or anything, but you've made money enough to where you feel comfortable. You're like, I have a goal of making this much, or I run a successful business. Put it in the comments down below. I need some encouragement. I need some hints, some advice. I'm just horrid at making money. I'm great at investing it and saving it, but I'm horrible at making it. So that's where 5 and 6 are. I'm having trouble making $6,000 a month because that was my goal. See my goal again? $6,000 a month. Number 6. Yeah, that one's the hardest one. Given I'm only 3 months in. I really am only 3 months into these goals, but technically I started before that. Let me show you something. Hold on one second. Okay. Look, you guys. It's not backwards, is it? Well, if it is, I'm just going to put it up on the screen. But look, I have a t-shirt, guys. It says, I'm not over the hill. I'm on top of the world. Isn't it cool? It's so cool. I also have a mug, but it's in the kitchen right now, so I'm going to leave it there. But thank you for the people that have ordered it. God, thank you so much. This is my first taste of like some type of entrepreneurial journey. I love this shirt. Isn't it pretty too? The colors. Yeah. So obviously, yes, that is down below. You're going to see pictures of it down below, and there's a link, and you just click on it and get one of these. There's mugs and a sticker too. So in future videos, I will definitely feature this more. Okay. That's it. Gosh. Is it okay to be proud of myself? Is it okay? It's okay, right? It's okay to be proud of myself. I've 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 been doing okay. I've I've lost some weight. I know some of you might call me out on that. Like you'll say, "Oh, you don't weigh yourself, Allison." I don't, but I couldn't help it because my pants they're fitting more loose. Look. These are my pants that I wore just at like home, and running errands and stuff like that. So, but they used to be tight. Like last year, they were tight. Like I almost couldn't get them on, and today they're loose. So I was like, how much weight did I lose? I'm not going to reveal that. So, because I don't think it's as important as feeling healthy, eating good, and working out. So, you guys, if you haven't started any kind of goals or something that you want to do, and you think, oh, that's too daunting, or oh, that would be too much money, or just anything that, and you think, oh, there's this goal I want, or this thing I want to do, but that's just it's too hard to attain. What I did in the very beginning was say to myself, what if I just never pursued it? I wouldn't respect myself as much. Making the $6,000 a month, I don't know if I'll ever do that. And I really should be able to do that, right? I think I will. I want it to be like as an entrepreneur, for my shirt. I don't know if I will, but I sure as hell am going to try, because if I don't try, I may never get there. Try and fail, try and fail. I've been failing more at that than success. There's a lot of things you guys don't see behind the scenes. I guess I could talk about that one day, is all the failures. Gosh, I failed a lot. I just can't seem to get it. I can't seem to get that. Like it doesn't click in my head. But I'm proud of myself for trying. I'm happy that I tried. And it's been feeding into my other goals too. So I've been like, yeah, I got the other goals. Anyway, um if you guys are thinking about something big or even small that you want to attain and you're thinking, God, that's too daunting or that's going to be too long or whatever, who cares? Try for it. Just try. Because isn't it better to just try than to just give up or not do it at all? At least you tried. You never know, you might get it. Cheers! Cheers to the midlifers. And I hope that you guys are having a wonderful summer. It's hot here in the frickin' Arizona desert. We've had some record temperatures, but I have big news coming up. I have big things coming up, and stay tuned. All right. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta make some more t-shirts. Have a great day.
I made it. This is the end.